Here we go. Okay. Following that wonderful recap by Jimmy over here, thanks for that. We begin as you are clearing away rubble from a collapsed passageway. It's not so collapsed that it would be impossible for you to move through it as long as you clear the rubble, but you could actually see through the rubble that there is another side over there. Now, what happens to be there is unclear. But you have your illusory wall up. What is the duration on that, by the way?
10 minutes? 10 minutes.
Okay. So, clearing away that rubble. What are you guys doing to clear the rubble? Because I know you started it last time.
Well, you said we had finished.
Yeah. Did I say?
Yeah, because we went to the other side. You said we started at the base of the stairs.
Single file.
You're right. You went through single file. That's correct. Okay. All right. As you get through to the other side, it's not a straight walk. It's more of like you get past these rocks, and then you need to climb up a bit a cliff face. It's about 15 feet up. It looks like there might have been, at some point, some kind of bridge mechanism that was leading downwards, like a... it almost resembles like a ramp that they would take supplies up and down, but it's no longer there. That's long since decayed.
And that's to get to the staircase?
It's not a staircase, necessarily. It's like, yes, it's partially a staircase, but it's completely crumbled away. That's part of the problem.
Gotcha.
It used to have a ramp that sat on top of it that connected the top section to where you were standing, where you were clearing out the rubble. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that ramp is no longer there. So you're going to need to climb up the wall, about 15 feet. Who's going first? What's going on?
How long would you say that whole process took?
Well, that's what I was asking how long the wall was, and I was going to say, I'm going to roll for it. Took you 7 minutes.
Cool.
Efficient.
It wasn't exactly like quarry work. So you're cutting off your means of exit?
More visually than physically. Like, block line of sight, not put all the rocks back.
Okay. Who's putting the rocks back? Who's doing the work?
That was Kevin, Emmerich, and
Omega?
not halvesies, but onesie, twosie, and bluesie.
Okay, Kevin. One sec.
That's the best way to get rid of the glare.
Kevin, make a dexterity check.
Nat 1.
Thanks for that.
Yep, you're welcome.
Quick, use your limit break on the rocks.
Oh, these guys are not engineers at all, are they? Holy shit.
See, I usually roll my dice at least once on D&D Beyond before we start. I didn't do it this time.
2 minutes and 30 seconds goes by, of you all getting to the other side of where the rubble was, and then starting to put rocks back in place. 2 minutes and 30 seconds go by, and you look at it, and the two of you are not exactly excited about how it looks in terms of stability and coverage. But there is a rock wall there.
Okay.
So how big was the gap that we created to crawl through? Or climb through?
Enough to fit a Kevin.
Okay, switching that. How much is now left uncovered? Like, that we were not able to
It's like a puzzle that you have to force pieces back into, and then there's some missing at the end, like that.
Talking about bigger or smaller than a 5-foot gap?
That's left open?
Yeah.
Smaller.
Okay.
But that's not to say, like, there's some rocks there, but there's also, like, a hole here, and a hole here, and a hole here. I think you're getting where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it definitely would not hold water.
Could we throw over a blanket on it?
Wait, I'm confused. Are we supposed to be putting water in here?
You have 15 seconds left.
Like, if we have a tent, can we throw it over to cover up any light coming through? Right, faster!
Yeah, we could try it.
Spell better.
Like, I don't see what the problem is. I see my name. I gotta look up. A boast. Oh, you want me to lift you up? I got you.
Then Millie will point to the other people and then point upwards, and she'll start loop casting Minor Illusion in that 5-foot space to try to plug up the gaps to look more like rocks.
How many Minor Illusions can you have active at a time?
Minor Illusion's a cantrip, so I can have... Well, in a 5-foot space is 1 Minor Illusion.
Okay, so you're just keeping that illusion.
Yeah, and then every minute, hopefully not that long, but just to cast it, buy us time, recast it before it expires, that
Sure.
type of thing.
Okay.
As best I can.
Asbestos. Got it.
Oh,
And then I throw, asbestos down the hallway, dragon dies, we're okay.
It's a very slow death. Dragon gets cancer, dies over the next 1,000 years.
And then I have to give mesothelioma payouts for the rest of Millie's life.
Yeah, get a good lawyer.
Use Fifi, she was able to talk her way through.
Yeah. Closest thing to a lawyer we have.
I'll throw in the dishwasher after we're done here.
Millie will hand you the grappling hook and rope so you could attach it to something.
Okay.
So everybody's been boosted up at this point. Emmerich, wearing full armor, heavier than any of the other soldiers, is a little difficult for Kevin to boost him up, but Emmerich uses his upper body strength to kind of offset it. Something burning?
Smells like it, but it should be.
Is the oven still on?
Maybe some scrap from the jalapeno poppers under the skillet.
Yeah.
Now what's today?
Okay. Well, as you
Oh yeah, we meant to ask, what are the guards wearing? Is it like chainmail?
Chainmail.
Okay.
Dutch?
What?
That's what I heard. Dutch mail?
Chainmail.
How?
A bunch of windmills, just windmill armor.
Okay.
Yeah. We figured they weren't fancy enough to be rocking around in plate mail.
No, it's not plate mail. I mean, they're not inept soldiers. Like, they are better than your average soldier.
Right. Well, we were just talking like in terms of funding, not tossing 2,000 gold plate mail to your soldiers.
No, but Emmerich is.
Yeah, Emmerich, yes. Okay, cool.
So Kevin has to strain a little bit to get Emmerich. I'm not going to make you roll for it, though. It's purely roll for it. Kevin, you're now kind of down there by yourself. Are you guys helping him up?
Yeah, we're gonna hook the grappling hook and put the rope down so we can climb it.
You find kind of like an cropping on the wall somewhere where you could hook the grappling hook, and it just kind of sticks in there. Throw the rope over to Kevin. Kevin, you could then climb up rather easily. 15 feet's not too bad, especially when you got rope helping you.
Yeah, he's not carrying somebody this time, so.
Right.
He's like half the height.
Yeah. I thought he'd be the best target to boost someone, because then they're just halfway there already.
There you go, yeah.
Those of you who are up on top, directly in front of you, there's some light coming in. You're not exactly sure where from. It's hard to tell, but you can definitely tell it's a bit lighter in this direction than it was elsewhere. There's a corner to go around, so it's not like there's only one way to go, one direction to go. But you're at a corner and you're behind the wall, so you're not visible on the other side of that. You don't really hear anything on the other side yet. Is anybody gonna look around, perhaps?
I'll go
Smell
sneak
anything?
peek around the corner. Okay, good question. Smell anything?
Yeah, something burning on the stove.
And Kevin. You always smell Kevin.
You smell stagnant water.
Kevin.
That's Kevin's cologne. It's called stagnant water. Yeah.
Yeah, the wife gave it to me. I wear it everywhere I go.
What did you say?
He didn't dry off properly from the pubic stone.
Oh, the pubic stone, right? No, I think Kevin's cologne would be like Eau de Popat or something like that. I'm
You
not
know,
sure.
if it smells like mashed potatoes or something, it could be an enticing fragrance.
Yeah, for enemies.
Yeah.
You smell a lot of fresh growth. Like it's the smell of.
The garden department.
Yeah, that's literally where I was going. I was like, it smells like Lowe's garden department.
Awesome.
That's kind of where I was going with that. Come here, Bob. Good boy. You don't see anything around. Looking around the corner, you see there are 2 turns that you could make to the right, about 30 foams from where you are now. There's a right-hand turn, and another 20 foams after that. There's another right-hand turn. 30 foams from where you are, there's also a left-hand turn into a tunnel that appears wider than the other turns. That's pretty accurate.
Okay.
Hey, Tumor, I thought you said there's supposed to be dragons here. We've been walking around for a while, and I've yet to see a single dragon.
You literally just saw a dragon, Kevin.
Oh, Kevin didn't see it.
How? You were sick? How did you not see it?
It was a minor illusion. I couldn't see it through the illusion.
All right.
Kevin didn't try to disbelieve it.
So that means then Kevin would have seen half the group walk into a space, completely disappear, and then 5 feet later reappear as if nothing happened. Because there's a void space of loop footage.
Fake
I was
news.
just walking where everyone else was walking. I thought it was kind of weird, tell you the truth. When I touched it, I thought, well, something seemed wrong here, but,
Kevin has successfully climbed up at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna coil up the rope and the grappling hook to the back of Millie.
Yeah. And Millie will show the path to Astinian and point to the 3 paths to see what his dragon echolocation says.
It's not really echolocation, but okay.
Aether location.
Aether location.
Wow.
Well done. He just kind of looks at your drawing and then just looks straight northeast.
Okay, and what direction are we facing? If
You're facing north, where you came
Okay.
from.
Then yeah, so I'll just relay that information to the group.
I don't like it. We haven't seen nearly enough dragons yet.
That's what I've been saying. We haven't seen any dragons.
Kevin, would you mind keeping your voice down?
Oh, sorry. I'm just saying I haven't seen any dragons. I mean, dragons have good hearing, by the way.
I didn't hear that. Say again.
Dragons have good hearing, by the way. Dragons have good hearing.
Dragons have good hearing.
Yes. Estinian looks directly at Kevin. He's got his mask down so you can't see his face, and he says, "Try to imagine the most gifted person that you know. Dragons dwarf them in every way possible."
Oh, Estinian, you should keep your voice down. Apparently, dragons have good hearing.
He just lets out this abrupt little growl and turns away from you.
Should lend him chalk so he can draw angry eyebrows every time he talks to Kevin. Just on his helmet.
I kind of like that, actually.
Alright,
Maybe they're sleeping? Or having a meeting?
We're hearing a little bit of an echo from your mic.
Mine?
No. Like, yeah, the group mic.
Can you
Maybe
turn
just
that
move the speaker a little bit back or the mic a little bit forward. I don't know.
How's that, John?
Checking. Perfect. I fixed it.
Did that just get turned down again?
no, I think John was just quieter.
Does
Somebody
it work
say
better?
Yes,
Test
I
1,
hear
2, 1, 2.
Yeah, can you hear me fine?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that way at least maybe it's blocking.
your head gets it.
Cool. Well, I'll motion for everyone to stay put, and I'll just go check I'll check the path that does go south, just because it's closer than the path that goes north.
Sure.
And just peek down it, see what I see.
Okay. The closest one?
Yeah, the first of the two paths, right?
Just so you know, if you go to that first path, you'll be in full view of that north path. They're like...
Oh, they're right next to each other? Okay, then I will peek north first, and then peek south, just to make sure there's nothing in either direction that I can see.
Sure. You get to the end, you get to where you could look around the corner. And... You have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay. There's a little light coming in about halfway through. You see a beam of light coming
Like a hole in the ceiling?
Not through the ceiling, it's like through the side wall.
Oh, okay.
But it's like just an entire section is just a beam of light there. But beyond that, you kind of see in grayscale, way further down. It looks like it's some kind of pool of water, and there are 3 dragons standing by it, back to you.
Gotcha.
But this is about 100 foams.
Okay, cool. So then if they're looking away, then I'll just head, just across the hall and peek south and just see what the south pass look like.
Well, where you were standing, you would have been able to just look south.
Okay, sure.
What you find is a crumbled wall and an entire blocked off path. But there's something stuck in the wall, it looks like. It appears to be like some kind of... something wooden.
Wooden, and it looks more interesting than like a plank of wood? Like a
It
wooden...
doesn't look like it belongs as part of the foundation.
Gotcha. Okay, then I will basically walk backwards, keeping my eye on them to make sure that they're staying looking forwards. And how far down is the collapse and the wood thing? From like if I'm going around the corner, is
About
it like
5 foams.
okay? Then yeah, I'll check that out and keep an illusory cover at the ready.
Okay, make an investigation check.
I'm not gonna grab the giant fuck all dice. Okay, that is 17.
17.
Nice.
The out-of-place object appears to be a half-buried treasure coffer.
How severely buried does it look?
The lid is not obstructed. Like, you probably could open it. outwards.
Do it.
Was that a do it or don't do it?
Do it.
What's really funny is I didn't see her lips move at all when she said that. Like, I'm looking at, I'm hearing Jess's voice, but I don't see her lips moving. What is going on?
Okay, well, first I'll check to see if it is trapped and locked in that order.
Okay. Well, you investigated already. It doesn't appear to be trapped. It appears to be, or locked, in fact. It just appears to be something that got caught up in a landslide.
Cool.
Or collapse.
So in preparation of snoopage, I'll do the minor illusion to just put up since I'm short enough for it, put up a 5-foot little snapshot of what the hallway looks like from their perspective, like what I did before, but just a much smaller version, and then open the box and see if I explode.
Okay, you explode. No.
Sweet.
You...
But they don't see it, oddly enough.
No, they have no idea. You open it up and you find a brooch that appears to be some kind of... it looks like a lion design with emeralds inlaid.
Ooh.
There is also a leather handbag that's in there, but it has seen severe decay. And underneath the bag, you find a pair of well-preserved boots.
Cool. Alright. Anything in the handbag?
Handbag's empty.
Handbag's
And in
empty.
fact, it's like you lift it up and there's a hole at the bottom of it.
Okie doke. Millie will, I'll pick up the handbag, scribble in chalk, Millie was here, put the handbag on top of the chalk, and then take the other two things and scuttle back down the corner.
Did you close the...
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, on the roof of the lid, he'll also write explosion. And then close.
The word explosion?
Yes.
Okay.
And then she'll just go back to the group.
What'd you see, Millie?
Okay.
First. Get that, John?
Well, 3. No, 3 dragons?
Millie will nod fervently.
3 dragons north of the passage. So we should avoid that, yes?
Oh, I thought we wanted to go kill the dragons.
Well, maybe.
Oh, we gotta kill the worm.
Maybe.
A dragon. Is one of those dragons a worm?
No. I think she would be bigger if she were a worm.
Wait, did you see the dragon too? How come I'm the only one not seeing any dragons?
Go ahead. Never mind.
For Kevin's sake, Millie will take 30 seconds or so to cast the minor illusion of the path that she walked, and then the pool of water, and then 1, and then 2, and then 3 dragons, because I had to cast it all individually because it's the cantrip. So that way it's a visual representation of what was seen.
What's going on? Are you doing that, Millie? You could do this whole time? Why are you wasting any time using that chalkboard that you got there? This is so much easier. Not chalkboard. Just do it.
Considering that whole thing took about half a
Foster.
minute to cast all the illusions.
I know we're close to certain danger and doom, but I'd really love it if you could just do a quick thingy thing that you're doing right now, and let me see Georgina. I just love to see her.
I don't think Millie would have ever met Georgina.
You met Georgina.
You were invited to the barbecue.
Yeah, you would have been to the barbecues. Georgina would have come to DX's workshop. Like, if you were ever hanging around DX's workshop, you would have met Georgina.
Then let me see if I can do that. Because the cantrip version is limited.
Why don't you describe what she looks like for us, John? I don't know if you've ever described her.
Georgina is 6'7", blonde hair, blue eyes, Aryan type looking.
Wow. Is she a Rogan?
She's a Rogan. I mean, we don't really believe in mixed race breeding. Yeah, keep it pure.
You literally just said no miscegenation.
I'm just saying, and she's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in the world. I mean, when my father arranged my marriage with her, I just couldn't believe, I was just so lucky.
Does she sometimes go by the name Stormfront?
But that's a, I don't know what that is, but that'd be a good description. She's just a blonde bombshell. The kind you just want to go and cuddle up with.
Okay, but yeah, so then having definitely at least seen her when she's visited the shop, Millie will do the little minor illusion and hold a foot-high little Georgina in her hand for
Georgina, I do miss you. So good seeing you. How you doing? How the kids doing, Georgina? Georgina, how the kids doing?
It could be a vision, an image, or a sound.
Oh, that's right. It's like an image. It's not real. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, I do thank you so much, Millie. I just filled my heart with vigor, and we're gonna come out of this okay.
Millie will cast the minor illusion again behind Kevin and make it a little image of Georgina flipping Kevin off behind his back. But Kevin can't see it.
The Millie's Misfits kind of just one of them speckled live. Lucy.
Excellent. Notes. But yeah, so I relayed the information of the dragons.
Okay.
Oh, and I'll show the boots and the shiny brooch.
Okay.
Oh, it's lovely. Did you find that up there, Millie? A box.
Yeah, I remember one time I gave Georgina a pearl necklace out of her box. It was quite nice and beautiful. She loved it. DX helped me with it. We worked for a while to create that pearl necklace.
So it was a team effort?
Yeah, definitely a team effort. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, vigorously trying to stroke things together. It's just so tough.
But was she happy with it?
I mean, looking at that pearl necklace all over her neck, she was the happiest I've ever seen her.
I bet she had the biggest smile on her face.
Oh, she had a huge smile on her face, almost just like the first time when Paul was born. Just this giant smile. She's like, anytime you want to give me a pearl necklace, I'd be more than happy to.
Did you get her a matching pair of earrings?
Oh, I didn't think about that. Hey, DX, maybe that's something we can work on when we get back. I mean, I'd love to give her more pearl necklaces and pearl earrings.
It's the gift that keeps on
When
giving.
you get back home so you can do all that, Kevin.
That'd be great.
You see a couple of Emmerich's guard. Emmerich doesn't seem to be paying attention, or he's trying very hard to appear to be not paying attention to this conversation. But some of the soldiers that are there that do not quite have the same propriety as Emmerich do, a couple of them make eye contact with Sherbin, like trying not to laugh as hard as possible, but seeing exactly what Sherbin's doing. And for a second, they forget like you're an Aura, and they're just like egging you on kind of thing.
Now, if anyone wants me to work, DNX to work on a pearl necklace for them as well, I would be happy to.
So very thoughtful of you, Kevin. I can't remember the last time someone's given me one.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's DX's hands that's the real pleasure. I just watching DX work and helping him with the pearl necklace, to create it. It's amazing.
I see that time, especially if your hands are so masterful, DX.
Yeah, no, they're just so big. It's hard for finite. What do you call it? Little movements with the fingers,
Oh, so very dexterous digits she has.
Oh, she has very dexterous digits. It's amazing to see her work. She really gets in there and is able to get her fingers all over the place. And that's great.
So she's thorough. Very nice.
Oh, very thorough. I mean, probably the most thorough one you'd ever find. I mean, that's why she has a shop that everyone loves.
Anything worth doing is worth
rolls
doing
to
right.
seduce the dragons.
Yep,
But he doesn't know
agree.
he's rolling to seduce the dragons.
You done?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's stop the pearl necklace talk for right now. Let's focus on the matter at hand. I just can't wait to get back and see Georgina. So where are we going? You showed us the dragons. Are we trying to avoid them, or?
She's off on the hunt again.
Or
Millie's scampering up the hallway again, and gonna keep an eye on the peek around the corner, see the three dragons are still with their backs turned.
Actually, you peek around the corner, you don't see any of the three dragons at this moment.
They're busy investigating the chest. Shrug and go towards the other right path, the one that was slightly further down.
Sure. As you get over there, you hear a squish sound, and you realize that you stepped into a puddle about that deep, and it was covered over by soot and dirt, and you just
that gross fake film.
you basically stepped through that.
I wear sandals. That's gross.
You also feel something moving in the water. You're not really sure what it is, but while you're standing there, realizing that there's now gross things between your toes, you look south, and it's a relatively short path south.
Because okay, I got you. I did make it to the path.
Yeah,
And
as
the
soon
path-
as you got to the corner and you're getting ready to look behind,
Gotcha.
you stepped into into the muck.
The mucky muck.
Yeah. And you see that there are two alcoves. You're not really sure how deep they are, but there's two alcoves on facing south, so this would be the east side. And then to the west, there appears to be, it looks like the remains of some kind of water reservoir with still some water in it, but it looks like the retaining wall is broken.
Kind of like that. So this is alcove A, B, and then reservoir.
Yep, and then that bottom section, you just close that off because that's as far as the path goes.
Okay, that confirmed what I wanted to know. If it somehow could loop up and back around.
I'm not sure how deep those alcoves are.
Yeah, just to show that they are out in that direction. That's what I mean. I'm gonna take my foot out of the gross water.
Okay.
I do not have prestidigitation. And it looks like all of this is watery, from what I can see.
From what you can see, the only thing that you can see that is muck is what you just stepped in. You have no idea about the rest of it. It's that well covered. If it's there, you have no idea. However, as you pull out your foot and you look at it, you do see things moving on your foot.
leeches.
It appears so.
I'm gonna start pulling off leeches because
Okay.
they're gross.
There are
Many.
6 leeches on your foot. And you pull them all off, but you take 1 point of damage for each one.
Gross.
Our poor tootsies.
But it doesn't hurt because of the way leeches work.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Oh boy.
Here's the way
Oh, okay, that's not bad. 13.
13?
Not bad for Millie, anyways.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
I am now a leech.
Yes, it's a were-leech.
Every full moon, you turn to a giant worm and
No,
flop
it's every
off.
time that you step in mud, you turn into a leech.
Yes. Can't move to the Pacific Northwest. Gross.
Oh, can you imagine a were-leech? I'm just imagining, like, a human-sized leech. Ugh.
Kevin would just be confused, like, where, leech? Where? I'm looking for it. Where?
Pretty much.
Why are you talking like that? I thought you wanted to.
I got nothing to really do anything about those leeches.
Well, you got them off.
Yeah, but I mean, assuming there's
You
more.
also removed them.
It was pretty quick. It was an
Nice.
equitable exchange.
Yeah, they took some of your fluids. Never mind. That was a funny face that you just made, Jess.
Just my face.
Yeah, okay. I'll go back to the group and tell the group of my adventures.
Oh,
And I'll just point to my bleeding foot.
What's a rab?
Hey, come on, pictures, Millie. Pictures.
she says she found leeches.
Leeches?
Leeches.
Since it's only one image, I'll make an image of the map so Kevin can see what the
Oh,
what I was
alcoves.
drawing.
Oh, okay. I see that there's 2 alcoves in a reservoir somewhere.
Is it because he showed you a picture that you
Yeah,
know it has
exactly.
legs?
Why don't you take one of your friends? One of these nice friends. Why don't you take one of them with you that has boots on, and they can walk through the leech-infested waters and see what's in the alcove.
How deep was the water?
Not it. It was
Guys, I'll be right back. I have to take Kingston out to poop. Sorry.
Okay, and then the boots that I found, are they ankle height, knee height?
they're like calf height, like right in between knee and ankle.
Okay, not tall enough to be above the water level.
Yeah, they're not the come fuck me boots or anything like that.
They're not
Well, I was
Lalafell
thinking
sized,
if
are
they
they?
were like,
What was that?
They're not Lalafell sized, are they?
No, they're not.
that's what I was thinking. If they were like Ellison-sized boots on Millie, they might be tall enough to not.
They appear to be boots meant for a mid-sized race.
Probably not Rogadane, but Ellison or higher maybe.
Maybe.
What are the knight's footwear?
Steel
Plate
toe
boots?
shoes. They're yeah, they would be leather boots covered with metal armor on top.
She'll drag Captain Havsey with her.
Okay.
Do their boots go high enough that they wouldn't get water in them? Or does at least with the way the chainmail lines up with the boots, it looks like...
Their boots are like knee highs, so yeah, they'd probably be okay to step in it.
Okay. Well then, yeah, she'll go to the corner first, peek up. Oh, firstly...
Oh, that's not good. Did anyone hear them leave? Can we hear them?
Hear who?
The
The
dragons.
dragons.
No, you didn't hear that.
Yeah.
So we didn't even hear them.
Estinian's just very, he's concentrating to make sure that there isn't any dragons coming close to you. But in terms of ones that are further out, he doesn't really know where they went or what they're doing.
Gotcha.
He has a general
Came back.
idea of where
Welcome
they
back.
might be.
All right. Yeah. So having told them that, I'll take Captain Havsey down the hallway, peek up the hallway first to make sure the dragons didn't come back, and then take him to the gross swamp room.
Okay. He looks apprehensive, especially after he saw the leeches that you mentioned, or he saw that you mentioned leeches rather.
Big were they?
Normalish sized leeches.
Yeah,
Normal
that's pretty
select.
Before Millie will take out her grappling hook and basically just troll the water with it, or like throw it down the hallway and drag it to disturb the surface, so we can see what's water and what's not water.
Okay. The entirety of that section is muck, more or less.
Gross.
Havsey kind of like he like tests putting his foot in there and sees how deep it goes, and you just hear a plunk sound as his foot hits the bottom, and the water just kind of like gets disturbed around it. He gives a one-arm shrug.
Oh, is there any light on this passage? Then she'll hand him a torch.
Yeah, he had no idea what he was doing. I mean, there was very dim light in this area.
So not cave darkness, but
Right.
yeah. So then she'll.
Or Cave Johnson.
We found Cave Johnson. We're either saved or doomed. But yeah, so she'll give him a torch to light his way.
Bean counters told us we couldn't afford 1 pound of moon dust, let alone 100. I went ahead and bought 1,000. I love that game so much. They just announced that the Portal games are coming to the Switch. They just announced today that Portal's going to Switch. Sorry, you said you're doing what? You're leading him to...
Yeah, gave him the torch so he can see what stuff is there.
He holds the torch with one arm. And he just kind of like... slowly trudges down the hallway, and you just hear a... squish sound every time that he takes a step. Hopefully that was the right sound. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's boots squishing water in and out.
Oh, I hope he doesn't get stuck.
He's moving pretty slowly, and you can see it's like it takes a little effort to get each foot out, right? As he's moving along, you notice he's actually getting lower with every step that he takes. He gets to where the reservoir is, the broken reservoir, and it's still filled with water, and it looks like there's a steady stream of water coming to fill up the reservoir, but it's also spilling out of the reservoir all over this area here.
How deep is it now? Like thigh level or waist level?
It's not quite at his waist yet, so it's thigh.
She'll cast a minor illusion in front of him, just a red stop hand to get his attention. And then points.
He turns around like that.
Yeah. And that's what she'll ask him.
He looks at it and he gives kind of a shoulder shrug, like it gives the more or less kind of look on his face. He doesn't say anything, but pantomimes it. And then he like looks around into the alcoves. He gets a little bit closer to the alcove, like this, and he's like looks at you and he goes, It like points. He's got the torch. He's like waving it. He like points inside. And he leans in, and then you just see his body disappears.
Like he fell inwards?
Like he got pulled in by something.
No!
Millie will sigh, annoyed, go back to the group.
You don't even check off the gun. Emmerich is like, what? What?
And she'll like
Where's
motion
Sir
for
Helen?
everyone to go.
Okay. Okay.
The wall ate him. Was it like, did it have teeth? Did it have arms? Did it just pull him and nom him up? Nom 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 nom?
As we're walking, or running,
Are you running?
Millie would, but she was also aware that people are noisy, so she doesn't want the noisy ones to run. So basically she'll motion for Deus and Fifi, and Sherbin's not wearing metal armor, right?
No.
Yeah, so those four, she'll like pull them to run, because they're running more quietly.
You get to the section.
That's not how spell can.
You don't hear.
Oh, and it's Sid.
Right. You don't hear anything. Like if he was making a noise, he hasn't made any noise. You don't hear any kind of movement in the muck or anything of that nature. You just look down, and there's no torchlight anymore either.
Millie control. Can Millie control her minions? Or do they just do their own?
Like Mr. Bucket and the Wind Up Knight?
Yeah.
No, she doesn't have control over them. They just follow her.
Sid will do the dancing lights and make the form of a person in front of the alcove that Millie points out to him. Like the same thing you did with the Dualahans, where it's three lights, they form the silhouette of a person.
Okay.
Do we see anything with that added light?
You just see little bits of ripples coming from the alcove that you got pulled into, but very small amounts.
Like on the floor of the alcove?
Well, because the alcove has the hole everywhere has at that level about like waist high water. So all of that is
Okay, but it's not
in
like
the alcove is moving. And
okay, so it's not like walls. It's not the wall that's rippling. It's
no,
the water.
it's the water in the
Okay.
opening of the alcove.
Gotcha.
And how far down the hallway would you say that alcove was from where we are before entering the
20
water?
points.
Okay.
He wasn't even wearing a red shirt.
Did Estinian catch up with us?
Justinian's right behind you.
Okay.
He's not paying attention to the alcove, though. He's looking around the corner, trying to keep an eye open for dragons.
What about Emmerich? Did he follow?
Emmerich's with you, and he's basically next to Estinian, but he's not looking down the hallway. He's on the other side of him. So it's like, here's the hallway, here's Estinian, here's Emmerich, here's you guys, and Estinian's like looking down the hallway.
Gotcha. All right.
I agree.
I agree with what?
Millie will pull out her shotgun and then go and grab Emmerich's hand and lead him to the water.
Okay.
And then she'll get behind him and jump on his back and point forward.
He stumbles a little bit.
He's very light.
He was also injured. I don't know if you remember, he had a broken rib.
Did you get mental?
There's nothing about that. Come on.
Yeah, I mean...
I've had many broken ribs. I'm cool with
Using
it.
curative magic on it helps the pain and healing process, but doesn't repair a broken rib entirely. Just FYI. Alright, so he lets out and then kind of stifles it. It's like, alright, forward? I can't see anything I'm doing.
Well, Sid's dancing light's there.
That's true.
And actually, if she doesn't, not the shotgun, she'll pull out her chakram.
Okay,
Because shotguns are noisy.
I was waiting for it. He slowly squishes through the muck,
Gross.
stops before the alcove.
Is he like right at the cusp of the alcove?
Like, it's like that far before you can look inside.
Could Millie, being on his back, like lean over to peek inside?
You could.
And Kevin
I'll try.
Sparta kick
So you're like
him
kind of
over the
leaning.
alcove.
Yeah.
He's trying to keep his balance as you're leaning. What were you saying, Kevin?
Can Kevin Sparta kick him over the alcove?
I mean, you could.
That would be hilarious.
You look into the alcove, and you see Havzi. He's covered in some kind of substance, and his eyes are like white, right? And he's like reaching out like this, and his mouth is open, hanging off to the side, and you see him like slowly being pulled into some kind of. Looks like he's being pulled into the wall, but the wall has teeth.
Gross. Did the thing make any evidence or indication that it has noticed my presence?
If it has, you have no idea.
Okay. I'll chuck a chakram at the mouth.
Okay. Your chakram bounces off of it, makes a ching sound, and comes back to you.
So, like, whatever the thing is didn't care?
Doesn't seem to care. You see Havzi, who appears to be dead, being pulled in a little bit further. You see the mouth open slowly, and then you see Havzi get pulled a little bit more, and the mouth closes again.
And so it looks like this is part of the wall?
It appears to be a wall that's eating him.
I was right when I said the wall ate Havzi.
Yeah, technically you were. I saw your text, Jess.
She'll just hold that up to the,
What is it that you see?
Well, so first she'll point this to the back, mainly towards Sid, Fifi, and Sherbin.
Sure. Do you have Sid's character sheet?
Yes.
Do you have Fifi's character sheet?
No.
Have Sid roll an Arcana check.
Not good.
I would say that Fifi could too, if you had an estimate.
I mean, Fifi would be proficient with +4 bonus to intelligence at least. Sid, oh, okay, Sid got a 13. Fifi would have a... Sid has 18 intelligence? Oh, he does. Okay, 17 at least for Fifi.
Okay. Do you actually describe to them what it is?
Yeah, I'm writing that.
Can they see it from where you are? You're 20 feet away in low light, writing on a chalkboard.
Then I'll cast the minor illusion of the wall with what's-his-face half out of the wall.
Okay.
Because I can do that 60 feet away.
You got onesie and twosie and bluesie, kind of all of them jump back at once as soon as you do it, right? Sid just kind of, oh no, like this, kind of face palms, and Fifi's like, come back, like doing that.
She'll steer him right back to the...
Do you know which plus?
But she'll point to Fifi.
Have you ever heard of a mimic before?
No. I feel like most people would not. Only them.
Okay. Well, they're these creatures that can shapeshift and look like normal objects to lure people in, and then it traps them with a sticky substance and slowly dissolves them as it eats them.
Hey, wait, that's a meat dick? What?
Kevin, at what point did I say dick? Why is everything dicks with you?
I heard you say me dick, and I'm just a little confused.
I said mimic.
A mimic. Got it.
Well, but, the guy's already dead. We should probably just go.
I mean, how
dispose of his body for us?
How bad could something be that just tries to be like you? No one can really be like me.
Thank God for that.
Right? There's only one of me. You know what? I always say you've been super nice to me recently. I super appreciate that.
Did he really? He did, didn't he? Well.
Oh no.
Wait, like your regular gun or like the second gun?
One of my spares.
As sorry as we are that you lost your firearm, please show a little compassion. The man had a family.
Wait, did someone die?
As the man who threw the other one off the ledge.
Dead is dead.
What is your compassion for him?
He was single.
Oh God.
I feel very exposed here. What are we doing?
We probably shouldn't venture on into the South World if it has a mimic. Especially if it's able to take on the one of us in one go.
Wait, so what you're trying to say is there's a dragon that has another dragon that can impersonate you?
And that's just to everybody.
Kevin, it's not a dragon. It's just another monster.
A gungan? I think I heard about those in one of the stories about some Jedi or something.
A rock falls and kills Kevin.
I tell Georgina, I loved her so much.
So what's the plan?
Do you think there is another mimic in the second alcove?
Do you really think it's worth it to find out? Sure been asked if they think there's a mimic in the second alcove, and Estinian asks, do you think it's worth it to find out? Millie says yes.
To both questions, or?
No, the second.
To Estinians. Just the group at large again.
By all means, go feed yourself to the monster. Maybe you'll get your gun back.
There's a monster? I don't know what's going on. You guys are riding too much. Can't we just talk about what's going on? I mean, this is making it so much more confusing.
Just think, Millie, with that brooch you found, you might be able to sell it and buy even more guns.
We're getting a baby echo again.
That's a good point.
Can you move maybe the mic? I don't know. I think it's probably a Discord thing.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Could just be the positioning. We can move this a little closer to us now. So what's the plan? What are you doing?
If no one's gonna make any decisions, what I think we should do, we should just go in there swinging. I mean, really, it's what is it? 1, 2, like around 8 or 10 of us, and only 2 of them. I mean, really? What are we waiting on?
About if we're gonna check the other alcove or not? Was that a
Assuming
fair?
Emmerich walked back out of the mucky muck.
You did. And he lifted you off his shoulders.
Millie will just walk back up the hallway with a slump in her shoulders and look all sad.
Okay. As you start walking over, Stinian puts out a gauntleted hand to stop you.
Okay.
Dragons ahead. And he looks down the hallway again.
Hey!
Oh, hey! How's the game?
Not great.
Oh,
No. If you guys want to fill in Poe while I catch up on the journal notes.
Yeah, we lost another guard just now.
No, that's a problem.
I mean,
Yeah,
he was
Millie
stupid. He
got-
walked in the mucky muck and got killed.
So helpful.
you got eaten by a mimic.
Oh, well.
I miss
Yeah,
him.
we walked down a hallway. Or there were 3 paths. One was north with dragons that we saw. And then the south path had some rubble with a little bit of loot that Millie found. And then the other south path led to a waterlogged hallway that looked solid at first. Millie stepped in it, got some leeches on her foot, picked off the leeches, went back to the group, brought back Havsy with her, because he's got knee-high boots, so he wouldn't get the leeches,
Okay.
and sent him in the water to go look at because there were 2 alcoves in like a collapsed reservoir. He peeked into the first alcove, and then a mimic grabbed him and ate him. Then Millie grabbed the rest of the group, and she climbed on Emmerich's back so he could wade down the hallway. She saw the mimic, and then Estinian doesn't think it's worthwhile to go get Millie's gun back. Or Captain Havsy's body.
I mean, I can understand why he wouldn't do halvesies, but the gun.
It's one of her spares. But yeah, so and then Millie was heading back to where the north passage was, where previously we saw the dragons there, and then they were gone the next time Millie looked. And then when we're going back now, Estinian stopped us just now to say the dragons are coming back.
Ah, okay.
So should we wait where we are, or should we run back to our hiding spot? Whoever has a better idea of where our line of sight is in relation to where the dragons are heading to.
As you're asking that question, my timer ran out. So you hear a loud howling roar coming from the area where you previously where you were removing the stones to get through the blocked passageway and then put the stones back. You just hear this echoing, bellowing roar, which Estinian immediately looks towards. That's a dragon's roar. And what was that look for?
Like, what else could it be?
Well,
Kevin's stomach.
and it's coming from the hallway where you were originally, where you had the phantasmal wall up, or the image, whatever it was.
I hope it didn't find the wall.
What was that?
Do you think it stubbed its toe? I hope it didn't find the wall that we left.
Well, I think that would be a good thing. I mean, wouldn't you want it to stub its toe?
That's what I'm hoping for. I'd rather it stub its toe than find the wall that we left.
I'm getting real sick and tired of sitting here. Someone needs to make some decisions. And I would make the decisions right now, but I feel like I don't got all the information. Because all Millie's doing is writing things down. I can't read that. It's just all gibberish to me. And I feel like if we're going to go kill something, we should go kill something. right, I'm just gonna go off in a direction. Where was that mimic thing again?
Like, no,
No,
Kevin,
don't
don't do it.
Go to the north passage.
Which way is north again?
I'll point over there.
What's over there? Is that the mimic? Is the mimic over there, or is that where the dragons are?
The 3 dragons in the pool.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go sneak over there as quietly as I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna start sneaking over there.
So does this Indian stop him too?
No.
Okay.
Sherba's just gonna grab onto his belt and just sort of dig her heels in.
What?
What are you doing? The distraction may serve us.
Everyone's doing nothing. All we're doing is sitting around. I moved some rocks. I thought we were supposed to kill dragons. I haven't seen a single dragon. Some guy died from some joker that likes to mimic them. I don't know. This is just... Can we do something?
Oh.
I feel like the
Giving
longer we
away our
sit here,
position.
the longer we
I'm on
sit
Kevin's
here,
side. Can't
the
believe
more
you said it.
chances we're gonna be surprised and they're gonna attack us. Can someone make a freaking decision already?
I've been saying since the beginning that I'd like to come in and just kill as many dragons as we can and get out.
I'm on the Stinian
That
side
was
this time.
Says we need caution.
I'm fine with caution, but this is just going too much.
Position. We only know of the 3 of them there. What if one of them flies off and brings back 15 more?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm going. And Emmerich just
Yeah.
walks straight north.
Emmerich or Stinian?
Stinian.
Okay.
Kevin's just super like frustrated of like the indecisiveness of the party.
I can tell.
Right. If Millie wants,
Also going north.
Millie wants to go north, she's the only one who can seem to see what's going on in the dark.
Well, there is like about halfway up before the pool, there is a beam of sunlight that seems to be coming in from the wall. So you can see that much.
Okay.
It's giving up a little bit of light.
Oh, and Sid, we did have you cast dancing lights to try to see what was... to try to get a reaction from the mimic, but it didn't seem to care. So in theory, you still have dancing lights up in its little human configuration. Down the hallway, though.
All right.
It's giving the mimic's getting dinner and a show now.
All right. So did Kevin walk up after Estian?
Yeah, if Estinian is actually moving up, Kevin's just following Estinian.
All right. So Sherba's gonna get dragged along behind him then.
Oh, because you're holding his belt.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Estinian's walking up. If he's not walking up, then he wouldn't.
Stinian's not waiting anymore. He's just going straight north.
Yep. Then Kevin's coming with Estinian.
Yep. I'll go too.
That howl means that they found something. The dragons will be on high alert. I'm not so sure that stealth is now the best idea.
I mean, do you speak
Idea
dragon?
for stealth.
In a sense, I do.
Why would you not be stealthy when they are on the lookout for us?
Wait. What? How do we know you're not a dragon? And you're the one that's been like saying all these, sharing all these secrets and getting everyone killed.
I don't care what you think I am. I'm going.
Oh, you speak dragon? You're the reason we got attacked by the dragons on the airship. I'm not the smartest person here, but I think we found the person that's been causing all the trouble. I have my eye on you, Astinian.
That was actually a fairly well reasoned for Kevin.
Astonian.
Anyway, I'm following Astinian.
Change my character sheet.
And we're trying to be stealthy, although not trying to, I'm not trying to be loud. Let's put it that way.
Right. Is the
Gentle
group as a
plotting.
whole attempting stealth at all? Or are you just moving?
I think
I'd
we're moving
imagine-
stealthily. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have changed the stealthiest move, like how we've been moving the whole time, but I would be now moving in a direction like kind of fed up, not listening to anyone else because no one's coming up with like no one's leading the group. And so Kevin's gonna lead. Yeah.
Okay.
The mayor appointed Kevin after all.
All right, everyone, try to be stealthy. Watch Ass Townian. I mean, he might be a dragon. Hopefully he's not. And let's just keep going this way. Be quiet now. Apparently, dragons now know we're here because I don't know. They saw something. He speaks dragon. Stupid.
Okay. So as you pass that beam of light in the wall, you see it is kind of obscured, but it does appear to be like a hole leading to the outside. Not big enough to crawl through, maybe for Fifi. But for anyone else, you're not getting through that. And it's like stone, so it's not like you just push it out of the way. It's like a foundational piece, part of the fortress that was here. And it does provide a little bit of light, and you can see ahead where the pool is at this point, and there are no dragons around it. But you do hear a all around. Like there's quick movement of heavy feet.
Like echoing down the halls or seemingly above us?
You can't tell where it's coming from. It sounds like it's coming from many different directions.
We best be ready for a fight. I'm hearing feet all over the place.
Does this? How many pairs does it sound like, or is it just?
You cannot tell.
So it's a lot.
Do they sound like
a lot of
feet? Heavy feet, or like?
Is it even feet?
Like heavy.
Whatever's making the sound is attached to a heavy body.
Got it. Yeah. Follow me this way. Everyone be quiet. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving north, and I'm preparing to take my dark sword out.
Okay.
My great sword of malevolence, but I haven't taken it out yet. Like I'm just like I'm readying it.
Cool. Okay. You approach the pool, and you find that it's actually a man-made well, or was at one point. At this point, it seems to be overflowing. The water appears to be fresh and relatively clear, but it has like a steady layer of debris floating on top of it.
Gum.
What was that?
Gum.
Gum? What is it
Gum,
called?
like pond scum.
Scum.
Scum. Got it. Okay. Words are hard.
That's not very nice. Just because I'm leaving, you don't gotta call me names, all right?
Wow. Well done.
Liz gonna wash her foot in it. Get all the gross water off of it. Just quick little dip as we walk by.
Lily disappears. She gets pulled in. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck. And the whole well wasn't a well. It was a whole mimic. Wee.
No, it was actually quicksand disguised as water.
Can I look down? Can I look down?
Piece of quicksand is a tiny mimic.
Yes.
Can I look down the well? Can I see anything like down below if I quickly peer over?
There's not a lot of light here. Do you have a torch or anything?
Yeah, but it's not out.
I can cast light on Kevin's helmet.
Well, I have dancing lights still up, yeah.
That too.
Okay. How bright are the dancing lights? Like, how far do they give off?
Not very.
I will tell you in a second.
Yeah, I don't think it's as bright as light cantrip is.
I mean, if you had the information easily at hand, then that would be helpful.
I do. Dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'll break them apart from their. Well, no, it's only up to 1 minute, right? We've definitely passed 1 minute.
Oh,
so
yeah.
No.
But you can cast it.
I could, yeah. All right, so I'll recast it and keep them in their individual four forms and send them out.
Like down the well?
Yeah, I can send them up to 120 feet.
Perfect.
Oh. All right.
Ooh.
The lights go down towards the well, give off light. After a certain point, the light that they give off is not enough for you to be able to see them anymore. Pretty sure that's how that works.
If it's only dim light, yeah, that would disappear after like 40 feet or something like that.
So it goes deeper than that, is what I'm trying to say.
Wait! I have an idea. Hey, can one of you cast that light thing on this gold coin? And I'm gonna just drop it down the well, and it should shimmer all the way down, right?
All right, give it here, Kevin. I can do that.
I'm feeling real smart today, y'all.
The exact same idea. I was waiting for.
So I actually just take out a. Oh, Kevin doesn't know about silver. The differences between takes out a gold coin.
So Gil, okay.
Yeah, Gil. Can someone light it up?
Sherb is gonna cast light on it.
And drop it down the well.
Okay.
Yeah, because that one's just a duration. There's no range.
The coin falls all the way down the well. You watch it kind of like, it doesn't sink directly, it kind of does the little...
Yeah.
And you watch it go all the way down and hit the bottom, and at the bottom it appears there's several other coins. You can't really make out where they're from. Kevin.
Yep.
You temporarily have a +2 bonus to your charisma.
Did I just throw a gold coin in a wishing well? Yes! That's awesome. So +2 bonus to my charisma, temporarily. Got it.
Wow.
How do I do temp here? Oh, I'll just do +2.
Do you feel pretty?
Wow.
Armor class bonus.
I mean, I'm trying to think how I would feel that, but I wouldn't really feel the charisma. I feel like everyone that it's
Feel a little bit more confident.
yeah, it's just like something about this this area here. Like, I've been coming up with all these great ideas. I think I should have been leading this whole time.
Wow, Kevin, what happened? You suddenly have your chest pop up, like you're saying things with your chest and your shoulders.
I currently have a 16 charisma. Just letting you know, Sherwin. Hey, I did see some other coins down there. I mean, I don't think it's safe to go dive down there, but anyone's good at holding their breath.
I wouldn't suggest that. That might be bad luck.
Millie would absolutely drown in the attempt. The -1
Anyway,
modifier.
Well, let's keep walking. Try to stay away. Don't fall in this well, and we'll keep heading north.
Okay. There is a path that curves around to the north. This is on the west. So if you go off to the west, it curves around and heads north. There's also a path, and now that you're in this room, it's easier to triangulate where some of the sounds are coming from. You hear a lot of movement on the east path.
I have to take up Kingston out real quick. Keep going.
Okay.
I don't like the sound of that.
Good noon.
Good idea. Be careful, though.
Millie's gonna go scout the not noisy path to the north.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything?
We're waiting for Millie to come back.
I didn't catch that, Sherman.
Just waiting
Waiting.
on Millie to come back.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I'll put this away. Did somebody bring a monster?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't remember getting a monster. At least not that kind.
Okay. Watch out, Bob. Thank you. You hiding?
All right, Millie. Oh, Justice 3-2. John's outside, just outside. We can wait a second.
Yeah, I was gonna finish catching up on the notes.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. He was smelling, so I just wasn't sure if he had to pee or not.
No problem. You said it was okay for me to bring Bob on the 4th of July, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Easton loves having other dogs to play with.
Did you get the sodas?
Yeah, they're in my car.
Awesome. I'll grab them with you after this because I gotta take them out to Luke anyway. I was saying something. Oh, you went off to look up north. You start to see more growth on the ground here. Like a lot of lichen, moss, some small vegetation on the walls, on the ground, all around you. It's a relatively straight path to the north. You don't hear a lot of movement here, but you do hear a low breathing growl. Like breathing out is a small growl, and then like they breathe in, and then breathing out is another small growl. You hear that, but it sounds like it's coming from very far away, but in this direction.
Okay. About how far away have I gotten from the group by this point?
You just went to go look north, or did you actually start moving north?
Just to go see what the north passage. Just peek around.
25 homes.
Okay. And then how far does it look like it continues northward?
At least 200 homes. It's beyond your vision.
Okay. I will head another. I'll head another, is that 25? So I'll head another 75 feet, foams up. See what I see how much louder the breathing gets. And I'm sneaking moving.
It doesn't sound any louder to you from where you are.
Okay. She'll just send one buzz back to Deus to indicate the path thus far was clear and that it's safe. And then she'll go forward more.
Okay. Sorry, I'm finding my map. There. Okay. Sure. There comes to a point where you come upon a set of side rooms, 2 on the east side, 1 on the west. It doesn't appear that there's anything of value in these rooms, but they're about 5 homes deep if you want to go inside.
And then they're just side rooms and the path continues, or this is
north. There's a slight bend as it continues north, but like if you look straight, you can see through it.
Gotcha. Yeah, she'll pop her head in just to see if there's, any other neat random coffers sticking out of walls.
No, you don't spot any. It looks like if there's anything in here, it's long since been removed.
Okay. Then just continuing, trying to find an actual fork in the path or passage outside.
You get to a point where about 75 homes in front of you, you see a curvature to the east, but no other paths.
No other paths. Okay, sneak up and peek around the corner.
Okay.
Or around the curvature.
You hear the breathing louder. Who is that? Oh,
The pretzels.
got it. Like, what the fuck?
It was just an artistic interpretation of the breathing.
Got the munchies, Jess?
A little bit. Shush.
What did I say? Yeah, you hear the breathing deeper. Then you hear voices in a language that you don't understand, and yet you understand it. You've experienced this before.
Yeah, and they're an annex trine.
Yes. And you basically just hear, it sounds like a chorus of lesser dragons reporting to a commander of some sort what they found. He said, and you gather the intent of their words is, there are intruders. We're looking for them. They disturbed the southern reaches. We're searching around that area. And you just hear this bellowing voice that says, the traitorous humanoids must be purged.
Who's hearing this? Just Millie.
Just Millie. What was that?
Just Millie is hearing this.
Well, she snuck ahead. You guys are kind of just chilling by the wishing well.
Yeah, because I'm way ahead now.
You're well ahead?
Well ahead, yeah. And how loud is that?
That was considerably louder than the other dragons.
Louder than the other dragons.
Yeah.
I mean, is it like this creature is yelling, or it just is louder by nature?
It sounded angry.
But not like the roar we heard previously, which was...
The roar you heard previously did not have any words to it.
Right. I'm just trying to gauge, like... Trying to gauge distance through sound. I know it's a big creature, and then it isn't... If it's talking versus yelling...
You can't tell.
Okay. And so, okay, so that's when I get to the corner that goes eastward, I hear that?
Yeah, I mean, you started to hear it before you got to the corner, but as you get to that point, then it seems to be coming from that direction.
Okay, and what do I see if I peek around the corner?
You see a path that, after about 50 fulms, turns south.
Okay.
And you see large roots, as if from a very big tree, sticking out of the wall in places, disturbing the brickwork.
I will get back to...
Those of you who are back by the pond, there's a rumbling, and then it's dirt and small rocks drop from the ceiling on you. They disturb the wishing well water and all that. It's not like anything that's going to hurt you, but it's like something above you moved.
That's it. We should get out of here. I'm going to head to where Millie went, and I'm going to walk towards that area.
Okay. Kevin begins walking towards Millie. Emmerich goes, or Estinian goes with him.
Sure, Ben will follow.
Sid as well.
Millie's going back to where she can get within 100 feet of Deus.
Estinian says to Kevin, sorry, I can't tell if you're brave or stupid, but I appreciate the initiative.
Or more like it, but I appreciate it.
Bored? Huh. Maybe I misjudged you.
Yeah, I just want to go kill some dragons.
You and me both. Alright, what were you saying?
Just 4 beeps, which is holding position, come to Millie.
Right. So let's go, everyone. Millie's waiting for us.
Wait. The direction we're going?
What was that, Kevin?
The direction we're going?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's just keep going. Everyone trying to be quiet, stealthy-like. Anytime I say stealthy, I somehow think of President George W. Bush. I want to go.
See, the way that you said that, did you ever see Dodgeball?
I did, yeah.
Where they're doing the car wash to raise money, and they're like, nobody's even coming to our car wash. Just that other guy who keeps paying Justin to clean his wheels, and it goes over and he's like fingering his belly button. He's like, oh yeah, getting there real deep like. That's exactly what I thought of when you said that.
I'm gonna have to use that phrase at some point in the next couple weeks, or maybe tonight.
That's what she said. Get in there real deep like. All right. Anything that you want to do?
Yeah, so I guess we're going to go to Millie, and then we'll be able to read what she wrote, right?
Yes. You meet about halfway. So where those 3 rooms are that I mentioned?
Yeah.
That's more or less what you see so far. You know what? I'm going to send you the part of the map that you've actually seen.
Oh, okay.
Could someone make a picture, or what would that say?
Really big dragon. Was it the consort?
Wait, the big dragon? That's the one we're trying to kill. Millie, where's the big dragon?
It's not alone, apparently.
That's fine. Let's just go find the big dragon. We'll kill the little dragons next to it. Whatever.
They don't sound so little.
Life always says size is relative. I'm not sure what she meant by that, but let's just keep going. I'm sure we're running into them.
You have a very sympathetic wife.
She is very nice. I do miss her.
There's a difference between being aggressive and walking into a swarm, so you should probably be a little careful.
We'll walk carefully, careful like.
Wow.
Yay!
We're gonna do as much as possible now. Hi, Eric.
Hello.
So the part that Millie has seen, I just put it in the D&D chat, the Discord one. Millie got up to the corner in that green section and saw down the way. That's all she's seen so far.
Got it.
But this is the part that you've traversed thus far.
All right, I'm gonna keep walking.
I think we should wait until the little dragons leave at least.
Well, I'm gonna walk quietly.
Did we meet back up?
You met back up. You're now in that section where the three alcoves are.
Millie, what are the smaller dragons saying? Well,
Okay, what are the bigger dragons say? What are they saying?
they know we're here. It's somewhere.
If they know something's here, they don't know we're here. I mean, hey, let's just keep moving forward. I mean, what just sit here and wait for them to find us? I think we should be the one to attack them. They may know we're here, but they don't know. They're not going to be ready for the attack. Isn't that right, Astownian?
Must purge traitorous humanoids. How do they know about it?
Traitorous?
Wait,
What does that mean, traitorous?
there is a traitor among us. Astinian, I knew it. Time to come clean.
Obviously, they believe we're traitorous to them.
Wait, I'm the
Well,
traitor?
But that implies there must have been some sort of agreement between the dragons and Ishtart. And Sherman's just sort of giving like a side eye to Astinian and Emmerich.
Don't look at me, my lady. We've been at war with the dragons as long as I can remember. Ritra, at least.
Wait. This is all over a broken agreement?
That's what it sounds like.
Let's just go talk to them. I'm sure we can work things out. Just like we did in that village back there.
Parlay.
What?
Parlay.
I don't speak that language.
Exactly. So you won't be doing the parlaying.
I mean, if there's a bet, I might parlay there, but I'm not really sure what you mean.
No.
I did look at this source. Perhaps I can parlay. I have no idea what we might be speaking of. So.
Well, let's just keep moving forward, but clearly they think someone's a traitor. I think Astownian's a traitor. I mean, I feel like we can work this out without any blood being shed.
Right. So no more of this killing dragons thing yet.
Well, I didn't want to say no killing dragons.
No.
We might have to kill some dragons.
Maybe, but not right away.
I'm saying maybe we talk it out first, and we see what's up, and and then if things don't go well, we kill some dragons.
Right, exactly. Perfect.
And
Is everyone under this agreement? Does everyone agree, Stinian?
Is that what parlay means? So we speak first and then you kill?
Speak first and maybe kill.
Maybe kill. All right,
Maybe.
all right. I like that word.
What was that?
It isn't D&D.
I can't say I'm the best at speaking, But I am great at telling people what to do when they listen.
Well,
We
I
should
think
be,
maybe we should let someone else do the talking. Maybe Fish. He was very persuasive back with the council.
maybe we should make sure we have an escape route available if we need to cut and run quickly.
This
That
is
as
my
well.
escape route, and then I show, I take out my sword, my necrotic sword, and I put it back because I just took damage. Damn it! Not worth it.
I believe our way out has collapsed behind us. They'll be patrolling the area now.
Oh, well, only way to go is forward. Follow me, everyone. And I start walking forward.
Listen, no matter what these dragons say to you, they are a treacherous lot. They may try to convince you not to kill them. Do not listen.
Oh, whoa. Calm down there, Asstownian. I mean, the only one that I feel like we can't trust these days is you. And I got my eye on you. So you don't do anything that would get us all killed now. Remember, we're supposed to survive this. That was the whole point.
Assuming just looks at Emmerich completely, like, nonplussed.
All right, everyone follow me. And Kevin starts walking.
Honestly, it sounds like there's a lot of finger pointing at everyone. The dragons think that you're treacherous. You don't trust them for whatever reason. Something doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I agree. Something doesn't make sense. It sure does smell fishy.
Dragons live very long lives compared to us. They may remember something that we never knew.
All right, so let's go talk it out. I mean, I think it's fine.
I'm
Yeah, we
not
gotta use-
entirely opposed to diplomacy,
Wonderful.
but I don't
So-
think they will listen. And I think that any attempt that we take at diplomacy will simply allow them to get the upper hand over us.
Don't you think they feel the same way about us? Has anyone even tried?
Of course, overtures have been made, and our scouts and diplomats never return. The other dragons, we are living in harmony with the other dragons. But when it comes to Ritra,
Has anyone thought to ask the other dragons, hey, what's wrong with Vitra and his kin?
they will not speak of it.
They're not even on speaking terms.
What?
Well, that
Because they're Mets fans.
So's Poe.
It's just the first baseball team that came to mind. Because of the memes, it's all about the Mets, baby.
Poe, this is your fault.
Well, let's just keep going, and we'll figure it out as we go. All right? It's always worked well for us since we got here, and I think it's going to continue working well.
says the guy who rolled a nat 1.
It's still up too. So I'm staring at it the entire night.
Okay.
And Kevin continues to walk forward.
Sure. You come to a turn leading to the south.
Okay. Keeps walking.
Alright. That turn goes to the east after that. If you're going to keep walking past that, it then goes to the north. And at this point, you've not encountered any other creatures here. But, like, passive roaring is getting louder.
I think we're getting closer. Sounds like it's getting louder.
What?
Yeah, Billy.
And I just keep walking. But now because I hear it's getting louder, I'm gonna slow down like the walk and march and walk cautiously, looking also for traps. Even though I'm not great at that, but I'll still be looking for them as I walk forward.
Sure. Go ahead and roll an perception check.
Perception. I have a 0, and I rolled a 2.
Better than a 1. 100% improvement.
Better than a 1.
True back.
Oh God, my rolls tonight.
What is that? The head of the group to them.
It's part 2 of a message. The first part was saying I can try to sneak ahead to negotiate or start like a white flag, hey, let's talk ahead of the group so that it's not, no, roast the whole group.
I don't know if dragons respond to white flag.
I can assure you they most certainly do not. They don't leave survivors.
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe we should get that black flag. Isn't that poison you guys used to use to kill bugs? Aren't like dragons just like big bugs?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
Dragons are not big bugs. They are pests, though.
I mean, it's a worm. A worm is a bug. A big worm would be a big bug.
So what we should have done is gone to the Nath hive and said, "Hey, y'all, we know where some dragons are. Y'all can
Anyway,
eat them."
I'm checking for traps, everyone. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be good. And I continue to walk forward slowly with my 2 perception roll on traps.
can Sherbin kind of assist him since she's kind of still holding onto his
I
belt?
mean, Millie can head up ahead of me. Kevin's just not waiting anymore. Like, he's walking slowly, so if Millie wants to like take the lead, she can. But Kevin's not slowing down. He's on a mission now.
So what's the marching order then?
I'm gonna be behind Kevin for sure. So
I'll stay 90 feet ahead of head 90 feet ahead of the group, and then keep that distance, so that way I can peek around corners and whatnot, sneaky like.
Sure. You basically, at this point, it's just a curving path, but you feel as if there's no more offshoots that you're going to encounter until you get to an offshoot. This is leading off to the south of it, and it is a much larger area here. It's as if the tunnel has opened up. Like everywhere in front of you, you can see that the tunnel's opened up, and especially to the south. It looks like, in fact, that parts of the wall have been clawed to make them, like, clawed away to make them larger. And to the,
And still underground, it's like a big cave leading into a
you're
big
still
cave.
underground. What was that you said, Sherbin?
Like a big dragon mole.
Bit of a hobbit hole, a
Kind
dragon
of.
hole.
To the south, you see an incline, and you see light.
Okay, so one path goes up to light, the other path goes down to dragons, or dragon claw marks.
Estinian says that the claw marks are all around this area.
Oh, okay, okay.
Estinian says that he's getting the strongest sense of dragons, and he's fairly sure that Tioman is directly east of you. But to the south, that's where the light is.
Okay, so, and which was the up path? Was that south or
To
was
the
that
south, where the
Okay.
light was, it's at an incline.
Okay, I'll go back and just report to the group.
Okay. Well, the group said they were
Alright.
marching mostly.
So I guess they caught up.
Yeah.
Would imagine that south path looks almost like an exit.
I'm gonna go check it out.
It's the incline. It's not where we-
Well, they
Only
can
'cause
lead
I don't
to a
trust-
hatchery.
I just don't trust Astowny.
Like a 20-degree angle.
So
Okay, it's not that
walkable.
steep. Yeah.
Huh?
Walkable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin's gonna go check out the lit path.
It's large. Yeah.
Kevin's
Okay.
going to go check out the lit path.
Is everyone going with Kevin, or just Kevin by himself?
Just by myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there because we're gonna be going forward. So
Okay.
I'm gonna-
Oh, well, okay, the lit path is up, and that's also the direction that Estinian said.
No,
Yeah.
Estinian said the opposite direction.
Opposite.
The reason Kevin's going that way is because he doesn't trust Estinian right now. So he wants to go, like, not listen to him.
Fair enough.
It makes sense for Kevin, okay, guys?
No, your methodology makes sense. As you go south, you see that incline continues on, and it's well lit at this point. It continues on at a 20-degree angle for about 40 foams, and then it becomes much steeper at that point. It becomes more like a 60-degree angle. But as you look up, like you climb up to the point where it becomes much steeper, and you look up, and it definitely leads to the outside. It's large enough for a dragon to get through. And it looks like there is a makeshift canopy of leaves and vegetation that is obscuring it from above.
Okay. I'll come back down and I'll explain. So, looks like there is a way out there, but it also looks like the way the dragons come in. I don't know if anyone could put a trap up there, or There's like this a bunch of trees blocking the way so no one could see it. You know, if you were like flying over it, kind of like hiding the way in. But I feel like if the dragons are gonna come, they're gonna come from that direction. Extra dragons. It's also a way out if things go wrong.
Did you come back to the group to say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Estinian immediately jerks his head to the east. Dragons coming. Hide. Or radio weapons. Make a choice.
Is there even a room to hide with?
Well, let me show you where you are.
Like, is there anything to hide?
Hide and ready weapons.
This is the general location. As soon as it loads. That area to the south is where Kevin just what's called explored.
Okay.
All of you are pretty much at that fort. You came from the north.
Well, if we can find a way to hide on either side, we can get anything that comes down in a pincher. It's around it.
Are they coming up from behind us?
Well, where are you standing? Are you standing like right in the middle of that crossroads?
I mean, we're facing...
Because they're coming from the east. They're not at you yet.
Okay, so they are not coming from the up. They're not coming from above. They're not coming from outside.
No, they appear to be coming from the eastern now.
Gotcha.
Okay. At least that's what Estinian said.
Why don't we see what we're dealing with first and decide?
I agree with Sid. I think we should lay low first.
I think we should fight, but I think we're going to talk to him first, so I'll follow your lead this time, Sid.
If some of our quicker people can get to the other side, like I said, and we can get them from either side, that puts us at a better position, I would think.
Okay, so I'll zip over there to the other side then.
Where are you going?
To the other side of the opening, so that way we can get them in a pincer move.
I'm confused about your positioning. Show me on here where you are.
Okay, so we're... where are we?
This is where you were.
Yeah.
This is where Kevin just explored.
Right.
This is the direction they're coming.
Okay, so I'm going to go off to the side here.
Wait, so
So
are we
that
at
when
the
they come
top
through-
or at the
No,
middle?
we're right here.
Yeah, so it's essentially this, right? We're right here.
Yeah,
we
kinda.
came this way. Dragons are coming this way.
Yes, and south is where Kevin just was.
Right, so wherever the group is, I'm going to go on the other side of this opening that they're going to be coming through. So that way...
So what Sid's saying is if we have some people here and some people here. Right? That's what you're saying?
That's how you're standing?
That's
Like
what
this?
I'm thinking.
So that way when the dragons come here, we have them surrounded.
Do you? Okay.
Ideally.
Emmerich's drawn his sword and has the shield out, which he always has out.
Yeah. I've got my rifle out.
Okay. And you all hear this booming voice that says, "Fly, my children! Find the vermin! If there's vermin in here, the rats are outside nearby as well."
That's mage armor.
Fly, my pretties!
Same.
Fly!
And you just hear the sound of beating wings, a lot of them, coming in your direction. I don't think there's a few. I think there's many coming our way.
Can we hide?
Should hide.
Estinian just looks north. Make a decision.
And they're all
Fight!
coming from that eastern path. Or that's where it all sounds like it's coming from.
Millie's gonna head north to where we came from.
Yep.
Okay.
Away from the exit outside.
There you go. Good idea.
Agrees.
Is everybody doing that?
Yeah,
Well, I
it
guess
sounds
so.
like they want to fly
Yeah.
somewhere.
Because you were already up there, right?
And
Or were you-
is there?
Yeah, I was on the opposite side of where the group was.
Yeah. Deus was heading up there anyway.
Do you want to maintain that, or do you want to go with them?
Well, it sounds like they're coming up my way then.
Yeah, we're going to where
Because
Deus.
Yeah.
half the group went down, half the group went back up.
Okay. I was a little confused about where everybody was standing the way it was described.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, I'm on the opposite side of where the group is. So if they're going to be coming back up, we'll end up being on the same side. But I'll keep my post hiding right in the crevice or whatever.
How big is that tiny little outcropping at the top?
Not big.
Yeah. Until everyone gets.
It's big enough
gets
for
by.
all of you to get there, but it's not a very big spot.
Okay.
And is there any rubble or anything to hide behind?
Outcroppings of the wall, but there's not a lot of that.
Millie will point everyone to that alcove. Just kind of like try to push them into the alcove, because that way they're not in line of sight from
I see what you're saying.
any dragon that goes to that center area where we just were cannot see straight upwards to the alcove.
Okay.
And then Millie will hide at the corner so she can look down to see if there's any dragons that do go up the path towards us.
Okay. Estinian is up in front of the group. If your group goes to the alcove, Estinian is standing in front of the group, just crouched down with his lance drawn. And you're going to try to keep an eye on seeing what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a stealth check, please.
That's
Left.
19.
That's pretty good.
Sorry, 16.
Okay. Okay. Justinian, you can hear his grip on his lance tighten, and Millie, you hear the very loud sound of beating dragon wings approaching very quickly where you are.
As in coming upwards, seemingly?
In your direction. Like they're coming east in your direction. You said you're at the top of that
Yeah, basically, I'm looking down so that at the minute that they hit, if I see a dragon go up, I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah. You hear them. And from your vantage point, you actually see they turn south. And they fly outside. You count at least 20 dragons of large size. By all means, take them on. I want to see it.
Right, so she just lets the group know.
Does that seem to be all of them?
I don't hear any more coming.
I think now's as good a time as any. Let's go. Let's move in. And I drop from the alcove and head towards where the main dragon is. What is that, east now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I head east.
Millie will do the same before run ahead to keep sneaky view. And how do you spell the Tioman?
Tioman.
We're heading east. I assume
Okay.
the entire group's coming with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
East, down and down.
All right. You head east relatively quickly. I assume you're moving quickly.
Yep.
Hang on one second.
What am I hanging out for?
Yeah. As before, Sid goes and follows everybody to the east. He would like to stop in the south and get within 150 feet of that entranceway and cast Plant Growth on the hole.
Ooh.
You're trying to cover
Nice.
it up.
Huh?
You're trying to cover it up?
Trying to crowd it out. It's a 100-foot radius centered on the point. Plants become thick and overgrown. Any creature trying to move through the area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a sick.
Nice topiary.
Millie will leave her alarming sentry in front of the growth on our side, so that if they get through the growth, they'll trigger the alarming sentry.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
For a mental ping, not an audible ping.
As you are quickly heading east, there is a side path to the north, and you smell fresh air coming through that path. Like, you could feel it hitting you in the face as you go by.
How big's that path?
Not very. I would say maybe 7 feet across and about, like, 8 or 9 feet above. And it doesn't look like it's uniform all the way.
Oh, it's a mimic's mouth with very fresh breath.
And maybe that's a way we can get out if we get stuck.
Yeah, we should also be mindful of anything coming back that way if the other way is blocked. It's smaller, but they might still be able to wiggle their way down.
Let's keep going and keep heading east.
Okay. The path gradually widens as you head east. You go around a corner to the north that quickly snakes again back towards the east and fans out into a large, cavernous room. You hear a voice speaking in the common tongue. And so the rats have found their way to me.
We were the rats, not the vermin. I was wondering.
You don't see anything in here. On your guard.
Says the thing?
Justinian.
Says Justinian.
What was that?
Hold up this sign to the room at large.
Squeak, squeak.
Like, point it at all the corners.
I jump out and go squeak, squeak, motherfucker, and I swing my sword.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Kevin is now Dokes. Squeak, squeak, motherfucker. Are you actually doing that?
No, I wish, man. That'd be fun.
Kronk would be so disappointed.
Who would be disappointed?
Kronk.
Crunk, right. Squeaker. Squeak,
Squeak,
squeaker.
squeaker.
Squeaker. What did you just say? Surprise, motherfucker. Yeah. Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, I thought I sent it twice, but you sent it right as I sent it.
Surprise, motherfucker. Yeah, sorry. Have you seen all
Yeah.
that? Okay. Large fries.
They're so good.
Yeah. Sorry, it's gonna be stuck in my head now. I miss when that show was good.
Right.
After Trinity, it just...
Yep.
Yeah. Oh God, he was so good.
Dude, the
show.
Trinity, the whole Trinity. Like, that's where the show should have ended. You know, wife's
Yep.
dead.
Done.
Bleeding in the bathtub, the end. Like, oh my god.
Spoilers. Gosh.
If you haven't watched
Anyway.
Dexter yet, yeah, you. Whatever.
You still cannot see the source of the voice, and it's just echoing all over in here.
Sounds like
Can I try to focus in on it? Because I get advantage on perception checks having to do with hearing.
there's a
Is that
difference.
like the complete? Did you build your character like the complete opposite of you in real life?
No, but it is true. The wild or the wood elves, whatever they are here, have
Yeah.
that
Yeah, you can
racial
roll
thing.
perception. Roll perception with advantage.
All right. That's 23.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a sec to cast guidance on myself.
You look around the room, and you're trying to pinpoint the source of the voice when a couple of glinting lights in close proximity catch your attention. And deep, directly to the east, in a lower portion of the room, you see two eyes staring at your group. They're very large eyes.
I immediately, elbow Estinian and point.
Yes, I see her.
Hey, before we fight, I just want to say we have some questions, because maybe no one has to die today. What would you call it? Sleep on the floor, lay down, parlay. Just a quick one, I promise.
A parlay, is it? We
Yeah,
parlayed with your kind before. A parlay was the death of Ratatoska.
Rather who?
Us.
Rather. You know what? I'm not supposed to be the one talking. I might say something that's gonna get everyone killed. Don't one of you speak?
Oh, shut up, Kevin.
Oh, sorry.
That is some surprising self-awareness from Kevin.
I'm just saying, I don't think we need to spill blood, because you guys said something about traitors. We think there's a traitor. We just want peace. We're not even supposed to be here, to tell you the truth. Oh, I keep talking. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be talking. Sid, say something.
You just... Go ahead, sorry.
What? You think we're traitorous? What did we do?
Like, killed that rat guy, he said.
Oh, Kevin, stop talking.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, too hard.
You just... Okay, I'm not sure what I just did.
You rolled dice and we're all dying now.
You just hear... We're just new here and I don't want to fight you. We're new here and I don't want to fight you. Okay.
I'm new in town. It gets worse.
Not necessarily I completely lost the words out of it. Not necessarily in response to what you wrote. You just hear a very loud roar, and from the place that Sid, you saw the eyes, you see this burst of scintillating light come billowing out of a very large mouth. Not in your direction, just kind of in the air.
Calm down. Don't be doing anything like spiritual or nothing. Just talk. We're not here, and that's never hurt anyone.
Talk with humanoids leads only to death. You're better stomped out before you can continue.
First off, I'm a Rogadin, so that's different. And look, there's been some trickery things going on, and I don't think it's good. And
Kevin.
What?
Shut up.
You're breaking up, John.
Oh, sorry.
Probably for the best.
Humoric, talk to the dragon, will ya?
I'm not sure she wants to listen to what we have to say. She certainly does not.
Even a try?
And then at this point, there's another very loud roar, another burst of breath, and this time she jumps into the air and begins flapping her wings and just staring you down, and you're now looking at the massive form of this dragon. It is huge in size, and as far as you can tell, there's no other dragons in here at the moment. She seems to have sent them all searching for if there are more of you. But she is just staring down at you.
I'm gonna cast Mirror Image.
Mirror image? Okay.
Yeah,
What,
nothing.
do you hate the edge guard?
from my hiding spot behind Kevin.
You're casting mirror image from behind Kevin. Is that what you said?
Yeah, because I think Lalas have that thing where they can hide behind someone bigger than them.
How many
Right.
homes away is he from us?
At the moment, she's 80 films away, and she's in the air.
All right, so Kevin's going to head over to the right side, like away from the group. Look, and as he's going, look, I just wanted to say, look, it sounds like you guys were betrayed. We're trying to figure out if we were betrayed, and then we want to kill the betrayers of the betrayed and get everyone back to normal. So humanoids and dragons can be friends again.
Silly mortals. Do you really want your last words to be that of a bumbling idiot?
And I want to keep walking towards the dragon now, so I can get around 20 feet within that direction.
Emmerich yells to you, Kevin, come back.
No, it's fine. It's fine, Turmeric. And look, no one wants to die. Clearly you're angry. We just got to talk this one out, and it's all going to be fine. Look, I don't even have my sword out. I told you, we're not here to fight. And we got and I just, come on.
Okay, as you're doing that, Emmerich turns to the group and says, this was a mistake. All of you should run. I will hold her attention here. You will do no such thing.
Don't listen to them. Look, no one's running. We're trying to have a discussion. Don't you want to have a discussion?
No one's trying to have any discussions. They're just yelling at each other.
We're not. I'm trying to have a discussion here. They feel betrayed. Someone died. Some rat thing died. And I want to know who's
supposed to be talking.
Within 20 feet yet?
Kevin, how close did you get to her?
I want to get around 20 feet so I can plunge.
When he started moving forward, I'm gonna shift and go behind Omega or Sid or something.
Okay, sure. All right. Emmerich says, Kevin may be a lost cause, but the rest of you should leave with your lives.
Bye, Kevin.
We're out of our element here. Estinian turns around and looks directly at the group. If you run and leave Emmerich for dead, I will come and hunt you down myself.
No one here's gonna die. We're not talking about killing anyone. Look, we're just having a nice conversation. I keep walking, trying to get within 20 feet.
Quick, guys, we'll show the dragon we're friendly by killing Emmerich and Estinian.
I did want to do an action during all of that talking. I wanted to grab the 2 gems from the dragon statues that we found in the snow and just throw them beneath the dragon. Like, hey, these are those shiny things we brought you.
Oh. Interesting. You wrote that and you're throwing the gems in front of you?
Approximately somewhere between me and beneath the dragon, just I can't hand them to her.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I'm intentionally being deceitful with this.
Okay.
So,
just 2.
Deception with disadvantage.
Once I notice he's thrown those, I'll say, yeah, see, we even killed humans.
22.
Because we knew that was...
John.
Sorry, 19.
John, you're cutting out so much I can't understand
you. You leave and come back, yeah.
Yeah.
19, not 22. I keep mixing up what I have expertise in and what I don't.
No.
That sounds
that's
worse. Like super muffled.
Wait.
You sound awful. I can't. You sound incredibly muffled.
There's something there, though.
So weird.
There he is.
There you are.
Yeah.
Oh, just Okay.
Yeah, but
Hey,
when you came back the first time, it sounded like you were talking to a pillow.
Oh, weird. So as Millie had thrown those down on the ground, I also am going to be deceptive and say, "That's right. See, we killed the people that tried to break some statue that showed the peace between the humans, so we can return it to you. Clearly, we're here trying to fix things, not break things."
If those gems meant anything to her, she's not showing.
Sorry, 1 sec. That was a skill check.
Guidance?
21, because I had guided myself.
Okay.
Same answer.
Yeah.
Just to make sure I remembered that it was expended.
Yeah. Okay. Are you running, or are you preparing to fight?
Oh, I'm preparing to fight.
Obviously you are. I'm asking the rest.
I'm readying an action to shoot it as soon as it does anything aggressive.
Okay.
Sid's not going to abandon him. Sid's staying.
Sorry if I get everyone killed.
Onesie, twosie, and bluesie turn tail and ran immediately, as soon as Emmerich said to.
All right, now are you gonna sit down so we can have a nice, quick discussion? I'll even make some tea. I don't have tea, but I'm sure I can make it. You know, I don't know how to make tea. I think my wife always made it, but I'm sure we can figure it out.
Like,
Since we're all hanging out, I'm
Those three that ran away.
gonna keep preparing. I'm gonna cast fly on myself.
Okay. All right.
Clash fly on me.
In response to you, Kevin, Tioman just says, no, I don't think I will. And she begins breathing in as if she's going to use a breath weapon. And that's where we're going to end tonight. 'Cause we do not have time for
We're so close.
You guys took a lot longer kind of delving the dungeon to get there than I expected, but, yeah.
We did it very safely. No one got injured. No one used spells.
Well, except for Havsy.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
if I was a betting man, I would have put money on all of you running away.
Since when have we run when we had
Should.
someone?
Well, that's the thing, is that I offered a lot more occasion for you to run away during this campaign, and I'm like, well, they haven't done it before, maybe they'll switch things up.
We've also avoided fights, too.
We've definitely avoided fights where we could, but
Yeah.
but when it's like a fight and they're coming out and then we've got people that we have to leave behind, you know, we're not gonna leave.
yeah, I think if the Horde was here, like if there were 20 dragons and Big Dragon, I don't know, Kevin might have run.
We ran from the 20 dragons.
But, you know, this fight with all of us, we're probably going to die. But, you know, it's going to be a fun fight. And plus, like, we need to, like, solve this so we can continue on. So...
Sherman dies, she's going to haunt you. Okay.
No, I'm not allowed to let you die. So...
It's going to be like that
Kevin made
scene
a
in
promise.
Stardust with all the ghosts just chilling on the
I
shelf
love
talking
that
shit.
movie. I really disliked the book. I love the movie.
That's what I heard. That was one of the few instances where the movie was leagues better than the book.
The
Which
book
one?
had an anti-climax.
Stardust.
You built up, and nothing happened.
Yeah. Like
I-
like the what's her name? What type of creature she is? A hag?
The witch?
The witch, like, just gives up and
Yeah.
doesn't do
And
anything.
then just dies.
It sounds like every one of Kevin's bedfellows. A lot of build-up and then nothing ever happens.
Wow. Well,
Does Kevin have kids then? Kevin's kids.
are they Kevin's kids? Yeah.
Kevin's kids. Oh my god.
Kevin has 3 Lalafell children somehow.
Kevin didn't realize he was a cuck?
That's what Bob blessed him with. Anyway, that was interesting. I hope I did a good enough job of just describing exactly the size of the dragon and the scope of the fight. But yeah, I will say the fact that you haphazardly put back the rocks and the dragons found it may have worked in your favor.
Oh. Nice. We did that on purpose.
Well, my reasoning behind that is if the dragons didn't find it and go searching for you, then Tionin would have had those 20 dragons in her lair.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. Good stuff, guys.
Yeah,
was
super
fun.
good stuff. Honestly, when you were talking about the 20 dragons flying like right below us, like I was freaking the shit out. Like I was losing my shit. Like, oh, we're all gonna die. This is not
I
good.
mean, that's still very much on the table.
No,
Yeah, well,
maybe
yeah, the 20 dragons would absolutely have been all right, and we're running for our lives now.
Well, it's one of those things. If we kill,
maybe the whole
Tiamat-
conflict is because of Tiamat, and once
yeah, if
she
we
goes
kill
down,
Tiamat, yeah, exactly, right. It's like hive mind. Like the dragon's like, oh, they're the supreme dragon now, so like we gotta go.
Maybe it could be something like Alien. We're walking and then the floor gives way and we're in like the hatchery.
Game over, man. Game over.
oh, and then the dragons will attach to our faces, and we'll all be dragonborn.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Space latching.
All right, hey, really good
That's
job,
how
guys.
Aura.
Hey, I missed you all last week. I'm glad